What are employees' responsibilities under R164? Take reasonable care of their own safety and that of other people who might be affected by the things that they do and the things that they fail to do. Comply with safety instructions and procedures. Use all safety equipment properly and not tamper with it. Report any situation that they believe could be a hazard and which they cannot themselves correct. Report any work-related accident or ill health. Identify 4 possible direct and 4 possible indirect costs to an organization following a serious accident at work. Direct costs. Public liability insurance and claims on employers, damage to buildings, equipment or vehicles, fines or penalty from the enforcement authority, sick pay, increase in insurance premium, legal costs. Indirect costs. Loss of goodwill and reputation, cost related to accident investigation, the recruitment and training of replacement staff, production delays, product or process liability claims, extra overtime payments. Outline the issues that are typically included in the arrangements section of a health and safety document. Employee Health and Safety Code of Practice, Accident and Illness Reporting and Investigation Procedures, Emergency Procedures, First Aid, Fire Drill Procedure, Procedures for Undertaking Risk Assessments, Control of Exposure to Specific Hazard, Machinery and Electrical Equipment Safety, Maintenance Procedures, Permit to Work Procedures, Use of PPE, Monitoring procedures including health and safety inspection and audits, provision of welfare facilities, training procedures, and arrangements for consultation with employees. Outline the general content of the 3 sections of a health and safety policy. Policy Statement of Intent. It is referred as the Health and Safety Policy Statement. It should contain the aims and objectives of the organization. It should be signed and dated by the most senior person in the organization such as Chief Executive Officer, CEO, or the Managing Director. This will demonstrate management commitment to health and safety policy and give authority to the policy. Organization of health and safety. This section of the policy defines roles and responsibility for everyone related to health and safety in organization. It identifies those health and safety responsibilities and the reporting lines through the management structure. Arrangements for health and safety. It gives details of the specific systems and procedures used to assist in the implementation of the policy statement. Identify documents that may be examined when reviewing an organization's health and safety management system. Following documents can be examined to review the health and safety management system. Organization's health and safety policy. Documents for evaluation of compliance with legal and organizational requirements. Incident data, recommendations, and action plans from investigators. Absence and sickness records, audit results and implementation records. Documents related to communications from enforcing authorities and insurers. Inspection, surveys, tours, and sampling records. Previous review of minutes of meetings. Documents for internal communications. Give 2 reasons why visitors to a workplace might be at greater risk of injury than an employee. What precaution can be taken to control these risks? Reasons that visitors may be at risk. Visitors are unfamiliar with workplace processes, hazards and associated risks. They will have a lack of knowledge of the site or premises layout. They may come in contact of any hidden hazard. They may not have appropriate PPE. They are not familiar with the emergency procedures and means of escape, controls. Visitors signing in and being provided with a site escort. Providing appropriate PPE and identity badges. providing simple induction procedures with a short video and information on site rules, hazards and emergency procedures. Clear making of walkway and area where unauthorized people no permitted. Identify 3 insured costs and 3 uninsured costs to an organization following a serious accident at work. Insured costs. Claims on employer and public liability insurance, damage to buildings, equipment, or vehicles, any attributable production and/or general business loss, the absence of employees, product, or process liability claims, recruitment of replacement staff. Uninsured costs. Legal fines and penalty from enforcement authority, sick pay, increase in insurance premiums, loss of goodwill and a poor corporate image, accident investigation time and any subsequent remedial action required, production delays. What are employers' responsibilities under R164? Under the R164, following obligations are on the employers: to provide workplaces and work equipment, and use work methods, which are safe and no risk to health. To provide appropriate instructions and training. To provide necessary supervision. To put in place health and safety arrangements adapted to suit the size and nature of the undertaking. To provide any necessary personal protective clothing and equipment free of charge. To ensure that the hours of work do not adversely affect employees' safety and health. To remove any extreme physical and mental fatigue. To stay up to date with knowledge in order to comply with the above. To ensure that the hours of work do not adversely affect employees' safety and health. To remove any extreme physical and mental fatigue. To stay up to date with knowledge in order to comply with the above. Explain reasons for maintaining and promoting good standards of health and safety in the workplace. The fundamental reasons for promoting and maintaining good standards of health and safety are moral, social, and economic. Moral reasons. There is a need to provide a reasonable standard of care for all employees to reduce injuries, pain, and suffering that may be caused to employees as a result of accidents or ill health. Social or legal reasons. There is a need to provide a safe place of work, safe plant/equipment, safe systems of work, and a good standard of instruction, training, supervision, and competent employees. Economic reasons. Greater productivity and higher quality due to the high morale enjoyed by the workforce, the reduction in costs associated with accidents and investigations, reduction in the cost of employing and training, replacement staff and repair and replacement equipment, a more positive image and reputation of the organization, and lower insurance premiums can all add to the economic benefits gained as a result of good H&S standards in the workplace. Give the meaning of the term health, safety, welfare, and environment protection. Health. The absence of a disease or ill health, and it relates to both body and mind, covering physical ill health and psychological ill health. Safety. The conditions in the workplace resulting in the absence of a risk of a personal injury. Welfare. The provision of basic facilities to maintain the health and well-being of individual at the place of work. Environmental protection. These are the arrangements to cover those activities in the workplace which affect the environment and the health and safety of employees and others.